in between minors who are both in F7 and are also in Girl Time. So, that being said, as far as I am aware, and as far as we have investigated, there have been no pornographic images and FW things sent in Girl Time. There have been,
Explicit
however,
messages.
Fairly explicit messages, not necessarily even extremely explicit, but things that do breach Discord TOS. Now that we've been made aware about it, we are going to fix that. However, Triton at this time has been banned. The reason Triton has been banned is not because he brought this up to us and we're trying to cover it up. The reason he's been banned is a multitude of various other things. He has quite vehemently in the past been very aggressive, very confrontational with everyone, both in staff and out of staff, and a lot of other people. I would also like to say, if you're a minor and this has been brought up to you, I would like to remind you that that is fairly explicit. So, you shouldn't really engage with that. If you have concerns, that is also what this meeting is here for. And the people that have been involved with this have been banned, and they will have administrative action put against them. It looks like someone wants to talk, so go ahead. And actually, Anami, do you have anything to say before I invite someone up to speak?
Well, I would like to speak on the ongoing allegations of what is going on with the issues of Alicia owning the GT server and what was going on inside of the server. Obviously, there was rather suggestive material that was... He was not banned. I would like to point out that Trey was not banned for bringing the issue to light.
Trying to cut.
He had already brought it up to light about a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. It was about a week ago whenever he started to say it. Now, he was banned for harassing me and Ducky in DMs, which is in very clear violation of Rule 3. Along with that, if he did everything correctly, if he even went ahead in trying to understand the ongoing issues, he would not have been banned. But unfortunately, in breaching of, Rule 3, he had to be banned. Now, moving on, the ongoing issues of the GT server. That server was banned. I mean, that server was deleted. That server was ran by Alicia, and
Alicia too has been banned. Alicia and Triton have been banned from F7. They will not be participating anymore. This GT server was what was called a Girl Time server. And so, that being said, they have been pulled off. And so that is not going to be an issue moving forward. I would like to reiterate, any NSFW content being sent in Foundation-7 or to Foundation-7 people will not be tolerated. It is drama. Yes, I'm correct. Or you are correct. However, I would like to add, as far as I was aware, there was no pornographic images or really porn being shared in that server. There was not any NSFW stuff that I could see. And so that being said, that is why we don't even care. Or sorry, that was so wrong. That is why we banned GT and or sorry, closed GT and banned Triton and Alicia. The one person that was posting suggestive stuff was banned from Girl Time. So, Greg, you say you want to get up here, so come on, get on up here.
Alright, so I've watched the whole video of the little interview you guys had with him to get my own thoughts, and I wanted to compare them to what you guys said, and you guys had said directly there was nothing sent there, when in that
No,
interview you
we
stated
never
there was
we
stuff.
didn't we never said that there wasn't anything in there. Some screenshots were just brought to light, of which you guys will see either demotions or bans that will be going from anybody who was involved in such conversation, because there were screenshots that were just brought to light by a Site oh 05 member that was sent to a Site oh 05 member, and which is now being sent to us, and we are going to handle the people that were involved in this accordingly. Now, see, I was unaware at the beginning, but now that I'm getting more information upon what was going on, this will be handled accordingly.
Alright. But I would like to mention you
In
did contradict yourself.
in that video, I've not watched it fully. I wasn't even there for the in, for the interview or interrogation, if you want to call it. That was just sent out. That was just done today. Anomaly was not necessarily even in the investigation. I don't know if he was even in Girl Time. Um, this was brought up to me back on the 8th of May, I believe. And looking into it, as far as I was able to tell, when I joined Girl Time, I was given moderation. So I checked the audit logs, I checked images as best I can, found one thing that he brought up to light, one specific chat that allegedly contained NSFW images. And I looked through it, or rather tried to see when it was made, what actions were taken on it, and when it was deleted. As far as I was able to tell, when Triton had joined the server, this is on the 13th of March. Triton was in this server, it looks, up until the 21st of March. The alleged NSFW channel was created the 14th of April and deleted, or sorry, it was created the 24th of April and deleted the 26th of April.
But
So
I've heard that it was deleted like yesterday.
that is not correct. As seeing the audit logs, that is not correct.
I could check. Wait, no, the server's gone, so I can't check.
I'm
That
not
is
sure.
one of the other things I wanted to bring up.
I'm not sure who deleted the
server.
server. I wouldn't have deleted it, but I think it was a knee-jerk reaction by somebody because of this. I'll find out who deleted it. I'll give them
It's hard to
administrative stuff. I'm aware of how it looks. But to add on to that, many things were taken into consideration for this investigation as well. That being, well, one of them being that there was already beef between Triton and Alicia previously for actions that were taken when Alicia was the director of research. So taking that in mind, when I did perform the investigation, there was no bias. I was not on anybody's side, and I just went in trying to find what was being accused of, which was pornographic images being sent to minors, between minors, and in essence, quote unquote, in Triton's own words, given the blessing from F7 staff and personnel. As far as I was able to tell, this was not really the case. There were no images. One image or a couple images were offensive, There were some suggestive images, not necessarily even pornography, and that was all sent by Kalinsky, who has since been banned from F7. They were also banned from Girl Time as well. Um, so in that investigation, I was unable to really see any NSFW images that were being sent in between.
All
Now,
right.
like Anomaly did say earlier, we did just get a couple of screenshots showing that there were explicit messages sent from F7 personnel that will be handled right after this meeting. That much I can at least guarantee you. Whether it be a ban
Um.
or a complete strip of power has yet to be seen. It might end up in a ban.
All right, but from my knowledge, this channel was like a secret channel that you can only have by having like a certain role or be given access to it. I had no access to this channel, nor have I ever had access to this channel. I did not
Mhm.
know this was happening in this server. And so, why would you guys be given access to this channel?
I joined. Let me see when I joined this GT server to investigate. Stand by while I scroll up. I joined the GT server to investigate on the 8th. When I joined the server, that channel was not there. It was not existing. Whenever I joined, I told Alicia to give me moderator privileges, and since I'm head of F7, I'm pretty sure that was the reason behind it. When I was given that, I checked the audit log and I checked all that. I'll bring you up here whenever we're done with Smack Subway. But I cannot stress this enough. Triton was not banned for bringing this to light. He wasn't banned because he launched an investigation. He was banned because, one, this is quite a very hefty allegation that we have not seen really any proof for, or at least the pornographic images, until we had a meeting with an O5. There were no pornographic images there still to foot stomp on that, but there were explicit messages sent, which will be dealt with, very likely leading to a ban.
So in the video that I listened to this all, there was one point where you Anomaly admits, or is it Anomaly or Ducky? I don't remember exactly. I need to rewatch the video again. Wait a second. What point was it? But there was like something of you guys admitting to it, which doesn't look good at all. Of
I'm
course.
not sure where this was. And again, I would like to reiterate, Ducky and Anomaly were not part of the investigation. They didn't participate outside of me asking for screenshots from them. And the screenshots would be specifically from Ducky and his DMs with Alicia, which I saw were clean. I did not see any explicit images being sent from Ducky to Alicia. And again, the only admission there would have been from what I just said, which came from Kalinsky, an already banned member for doing stuff like that already in F7, posting the stuff in Girl Time, which again was outside of F7 and controlled by Alicia.
All right. It just confuses me how I know this. Why were they given access to it in the first place?
What do you mean?
We do not. Yeah. What do you mean by that question?
You guys were given access to this channel when it was first created,
No.
meaning that no, not you, Jack. I don't think you were given access, but at least Ducky and Anomaly were.
I never texted in that server. I just created the server and then gave it to Alicia. I transferred ownership to Alicia because
I might be wrong
I
on
did not
you
need that server.
in there. You might have been added like later on, but I know Ducky was added when the channel was first created.
Yeah, no, I never even texted there anyways. Like, I mean, if the server was still up, you would still be able to search up any messages that I had. I probably had in total about 5.
Yeah, I know
I
you
never
barely
texted there.
texted in there, so I do doubt that you were heavily a part of it. My concern mainly is Ducky had access to this channel since the
We
start.
will we again.
Then
I don't know what I don't know if you get. I don't know if you get what we're throwing down here.
No, I know.
But
I get you're
no,
trying
no,
to
no, no,
like.
no. Shh, wait, listen. I don't know if you get what we're throwing down here, but we have intel on a few members that are currently in Foundation 7. Not one, not two, but I think about three that were engaging in this horde behavior. And we will. And I goddamn fucking promise every single person in this VC that it will be dealt with accordingly. It will be dealt with accordingly. No, no people that are on the moderation team are free from anything that is going on right now. Anybody who is found to be at violation of this is to be either demoted, absolutely exiled from the server, or anything.
It will
Alike.
end in a permaban. I'm going to bring up Subway because Subway wants to talk.
Hello, hello, everyone. So, listen, I've watched some of the video. I haven't watched all of it, but I gotta just say, really fucked up shit, man. And personally, I believe, in my opinion, I don't think it was totally in the right to just insta-ban Triton.
He wasn't insta banned. He brought this to light a week ago.
Okay, yeah, but still, I don't think he should have been banned in the way you guys have banned him. Because, if anything, I understand the rule break, okay? But at a certain point, I believe there's a fine line between doing a greater justice while technically breaking a rule. And I know I can't really be talking on breaking rules because I do that a lot, but
It's all right. It's all right.
but Triton's not like a douchebag or anything like that. Like, I've talked to him sparsely, like, over a while since I've been on the server, and he's always been like really fucking like he's always a good person, okay? And I believe he literally only had the server's like future and reputation in mind, and the fact that he kind of just got like, oh, sorry, you broke a rule, I'm gonna ban you out of here.
Okay, wait.
I think it's kind of
after you
crazy.
speak, I
Go
have
ahead,
something else
Smack.
to say. The week ago thing is just wrong. The video was recorded today.
No,
He was banned after it in the video.
He was talking with. I think he was talking with Gabe already for like 5 to 7 days already. He already brought up this issue, and then an investigation was launched by Gabe in the GT server.
Yeah.
But
So
then again,
the video was recorded today. The video was the interview today. I haven't seen the video because it literally just happened, and as soon as that finished, I was already in a meeting with other servers or other server owners. Excuse me. And we were already chatting about this, trying to see what information was sent where. When it comes to Triton being banned, it is not necessarily even the fact that he was harassing. There's a fairly long rap sheet, and not really even rap sheet. That's a stupid word to say. I'm sorry. There's a fairly extensive term of Triton being a little bit more than abrasive with more than a few members. The way that it was being seen as well, whenever the investigation was finished, was that this was without even touching previous actions. It was a sort of slander campaign or a smear campaign or a vendetta, what have you, mostly aimed towards Alicia. And that is what the facts were sort of aiming towards. It also came to seem a little bit less in his favor when his Class D OC was basically nerfed from like 50,000 HP to 300. He started being even more abrasive and more angry towards staff members.
Okay, yo, man, I understand where you're coming from, but I read through everything that he was talking about, and personally, I never noticed a point where he was being rude or abrasive. Sure, he may have made a brash comment like everyone does in their life, but if anything, the people that were being rude and abrasive was the hosters himself. I mean, you can just go to admin hoster pings, I think it's in there, and just read through it, and you can kind of just tell how he's being completely logical in his arguments, not being emotional or anything like that. He's just saying the facts. and I don't really understand the kind of like semi hate towards the guy. I mean, he was upset
There's no
because
hate.
something got
There,
changed.
there's no hate that's going on, but what happened in Hoster Pings isn't the extent of it. He went into my and Ducky's DMs after he was told explicitly to stop. Now, see, we do not accept any type of behavior if that's brought upon either the lowest of D class or the highest of numbers. It is given across the board for extensive purposes.
Okay, personally, um, for lack of better words, I think that's kind of dumb. Like in the kindest way possible. Like I understand if he was being rude, but like from my perspective, he wasn't at all, and I feel like he has every right to want to speak to you further about like what was changed rather suddenly, you know. And I feel like kind of just going like, uh, I veto that. No more messaging about me is kind of unprofessional because he
Because
just like
I was gonna talk about it today because it was 3 a.m. and I had to wake up at 7 in the morning to fill out
Right.
college
That's-
applications.
I'd say you still could have been a bit nicer to him during
all
that.
intents and
I
purposes,
talk
she was practically
to everybody
killer.
the exact same.
Well, maybe not.
Cursing.
All right, gonna change a little bit. So, Pentagram over there, Ferreter sent a screenshot of Triton in my DMs, where I told him today at 2:13 that I concluded my investigation. I found nothing wrong with her besides dragging her feet on moderation duties moderation duties in her server. The concerns for GT having NSFW content in it seems to have been mostly perpetrated by one person who has since been banned in that server. There's also no real evidence that Alicia herself ever posted or made any posts of an NSFW nature, and no adverse administrative actions will be pursued against her, which at the time, as far as I was aware, was the case. Tried then asked if she removed the content, and again, at the time, the matter was supposedly done and over with. So, as far as I was able to tell. And then Triton said, or assumed, that there was still NSFW stuff. And then I told him to fuck off because I was already annoyed. I was in the middle of doing something. I was fucking buying groceries.
I'd say it's a bit dumb.
I mean, that's just how it is, I guess. But
it's not really
that being
acceptable to say that you're just like busy doing something when you're kind of a dick face to him.
Okay, don't care.
Besides
that,
I know. I'm on here because I'm in an important meeting that I'm currently trying to pull a server down
Listen,
for.
yeah, I gotta.
Because they're being contacted with
right
it. I
here.
need to go down for it.
Okay, we'll work on that
I
then.
get by some people all the time, and I feel like banning him for this abrasiveness is not fair.
All right.
When he is pretty nice usually when he's talking to people.
I'd say
From what I've noticed, you
free my
guys
boy.
get more mad at him.
I will keep that in mind. Again, I need to have another meeting with a couple other people from another facility. And also, I need to issue a ban after this. We will talk about that later, now that I have the time to do so. But a couple other people want to speak, so I will put you guys down.
By the
Yeah.
way. I don't really...
All right, Smack, I'm also sending you down. DOM and Silver, come on up.
Oh, hi. So there's just like a couple of things I want to ask. So, Anomaly, you said like harassment or whatever, but I saw screenshots and there's like up like the whole conversations, and I don't really think there was any harassment, based off what I read at least. And I was also wondering, like, how long did you say that he brought it up? Like, how long ago did he bring this issue up?
The
if
8th,
I'm-
May 8th.
May 8th. That's 5. That's 3.
So
5,
why
it's 5
like,
days.
were you guys just trying to figure everything out or something? Because I'm confused
Yeah.
on why it's
So
handled now.
so there was an investigation from me that I launched on May 8th. I messaged people that were in GT, tried to get PMs from people, ended up getting moderator privileges in GT, scanned through whatever images and videos I could find in Girl Time that were NSFW nature. I even checked the audit logs, and I couldn't really find any porn that was being sent, which was the complaint.
Right, and I also just want to reiterate, people who weren't a part of the issue are not being in trouble just because they were on the server, correct?
Oh, yes, those
No,
that
no, no, no,
were
no. Yeah, no.
I'm just
just
reiterating
there.
because there's a lot
Yeah.
of like the people in the chat that are like asking about that. So I just
Those
No,
wanted
no,
that
no,
were
no,
just
no.
there will
People
not
that were
be.
sending messages that were overtly sexual are going to have actions taken against them.
okay. I think that is actually all I really had to say. I just had to ask about that. Because I asked Triton for screenshots of the chats since you said like the harassment thing, because he was the one that like told me about any of this at all. He sent me like the video, but I don't have the fucking time to watch a 30-minute fucking video right now, so I did not watch the entire video. I don't know about Fish might know this one more because he watched the entire video, but apparently at the end he was given some sort of ultimatum, according to him, that he either deletes the proof that he has or gets
No.
banned from the server. I don't know what that's about. I have not actually watched the video, so I can't say if that's true or false. Fish probably knows more about that because he watched the video. I have no clue, but that's kind of all.
All right, cool. I'm gonna send you back to the audience. Silver, go ahead and speak.
I'm not having much to say. It's just a little thing. It's just with Triton, every single time, like I haven't met him much, but every single time I've talked to him, he just hasn't been the nicest person to me. So for people that are saying that he's a really good guy or like he's a great guy, I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm just saying he just hasn't been the nicest to me whenever I'm around him.
Yeah. So
that's all I was saying.
Nice or not doesn't really hold much weight. The reason is because everybody handle or talks to everybody else differently. As you can see, I'm not the best friends with Subway. That's just me. I'm not the best friends with a couple people here, so I'm going to be abrasive to them. Triton being abrasive to staff members, he's also been a little bit more mean to me. I don't really care. I will be mean back, but that is just how it is. And I don't see much of a hold on whether or not somebody is nice. I only wanted to get to the facts of it, and the facts are that there was no porn as was initially alleged, being sent to minors and between minors, being quote unquote propagated by Alicia. But there was very explicit messages, or not very explicit, but fairly explicit messages that were no bueno, so to say, and the perpetrators of that will be banned. All right, and I'm gonna send you back down unless you have anything else over. All right, he's down. All right, Agent B, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask if you're going to, if you haven't already, if you're going to inform Site 5 about this, or...
We've already had a discussion with Site 5.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as we can tell. I'm gonna send you back down to the audience unless you have something else. All right, no, he's already done. As far as you can tell, the facts of the case is there were no pornographic images shared. There were explicit messages that were sent. The person that was sending fairly explicit stuff there have been already banned or will be banned as soon as this meeting is done. The stuff with Triton launching this investigation is already done, or rather has already been talked to death already. The stuff with me being abrasive to him, sure. The stuff with there being, mean people left and right, sure, whatever. That is just kind of how it is. We will be talking about bringing Triton back, since seeing the stuff that was sent and seeing the severity of new PMs that have been sent, there was more to it than originally met the eye. Does anybody have anything else they would like to say? Go ahead and raise your hand. Oh, Lucid. Shit, fucking, gotta fucking click. God damn it. There we go.
Hey guys, I was just wondering, do you plan to, I don't know whether you have any, like, screenshots of evidence, do you plan to release anything about this?
Again, so we probably won't be releasing the screenshots. The reason for it is some of them are explicit in nature, or rather the proof of the explicit stuff being sent. There is a very large presence of minors here. And the fact with that is that if there are minors involved, it becomes a little bit more iffy when sharing the screenshots, when sharing the stuff for that.
I mean, I get not doing it publicly because, like, the minors here, but could you not, like, make a not safe for work channel and put them in there or something?
Absolutely not. There will never be a not safe for work channel on F7. That's just not going to be a thing. There is proof. We have already talked about it to death, and we will continue to talk about it to death with the other server owners as well. We have our own personal chat in between it, and we will start persecuting those that were involved.
Alright, go. Thanks. Have a great day, man.
Yep. Alright, anyone else have anything? Go ahead and raise your hand. Maxius, if you want to come up, and we can talk about it.
Also, on the topic of unbanning Triton, if Triton fills out a request of
I don't even think he needs to fill out the ban appeal. We will
I don't have his information. If you still have
I have his information. We'll talk to him there.
Then we'll talk to him.
Anubis.
Just quick, nothing important, or nothing so severe regarding this stuff, but we did lose E1. I'm just making sure that you're aware.
Yes, I just saw that in the chat. We'll see what we can do with that. All right. Yeah. Anyone else have anything else that they would like to say? Nope. Okay. I'm sorry that all this came down. It is more than infuriating because there's really this shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have really gone the way it did. A lot of it was knee-jerk reactions, so I do apologize on behalf of us. We didn't have all of the information because some of it was not really sent. Now that we do have the information, we will be doing what we can for that. All right, what's up, Phoenix?
What does this mean for the future of the Foundation, you know, the server?
Going forward, when it comes to private servers, I don't want to know about them unless they start breaking rules. And if they start breaking rules, there will be a more thorough investigation when they come around and it is seen that there's even anything moderately explicit, whether it be in names, roles, or even messages. The people involved will be instantly banned permanently. So I don't want any minors being or even talking to 18 plus people in their own private chats, because there's no real good way to sort of push to sort of spin that, you know. Yeah. Don't even put yourself in that situation, because if you do, we're gonna have to figure a way to either justify, or not even justify, to like prove that you're not being a creep, or what's more likely going to happen is we're just going to ban you because there is no way for us to actually enforce you not being a creep, and we don't know what you're doing in your PMs. We don't know what you're doing in that private server.
Got it.
All right, I'm going to send you back down to the audience unless you have anything else. Oh, no, okay. All right, Orden, come up here.
My one question is, what steps will you be taking to prevent this from happening again? Because something like this should not happen in such a large scale, from what I've heard, from what I've heard in this discussion, and from what I've seen in DMs and stuff. And in such a big server like this, something like this should not happen. So, What steps will you take to prevent something like this from happening?
Like I said, anyone who is 18 plus, or that we are aware of that is 18 plus, and joins a server with minors in it outside of F7, their own private server, more than likely will probably just get hit with a perma, unless there is like, some sort of reason outside of being a creep that you, for some reason, need to be in here. If for some reason you need to be in that server because, I don't know, suicidal thoughts or whatever, that's, again, very creepy. You should not be in charge of that. That is not in your purview. But you can expect either talks or an outright permanent ban if you're going to be involved in a private server with minors. It is unacceptable the way that it is. Okay?
Okay.
That answer your question? All right. Somebody else raised their hand. Who was that? I think it was 007. Who the heck was it? Where is he? Or she? I'm sorry, I don't mean to. Somebody had their hand up and wanted to talk. It was Nova. Yeah, it was Moon. Come on up here, Moon. I saw your hand up. Yeah, we can't control what happens to DMs.
I'm physically incapable of speaking correctly right now. I can't. I'm sorry.
Alright, go ahead and just type it if you want. We can't control what happens to DMs, obviously. Again, if we get wind that something like this is happening in DMs, we're going to send it. Again, that is a very iffy thing. We'll have to, investigate if you're going to be in a private server with somebody. We have to try and make sure you're not creeping on a little kid if you're, fucking 28 and you're talking to a 15-year-old. There's no, in my opinion, no real reason why you should be in a private server with a 15-year-old as a 20. Just don't diddle kids. That's very very easy.
Like how Heracross just sent right there in the voice chat channel. That's literally a sum up. It's just don't be a fucking creep. That's quite literally the point we're trying to make. We can't enforce Jampo the second saying that you can't enforce rules regarding DMs. We will try. We will at the very least attempt to. If somebody brings it up, but for the time being, we are very limited. We aren't fucking miracle workers. We can't just fucking.
Well, new rule.
We can't just magically read everybody's DMs. We can't. Our main goal right now is to protect the younger generation, the younger people, from people that are being weird.
Obviously, we can't go into DMs and search everybody's DMs. If you have friends, if you're 18, you have 16 or people that are 16-year-olds and you've been playing with them forever, again, just don't diddle them. Just don't be a fucking pedo. You can talk to them, you can still play with them. If you have to DM them for a game or whatever, you can. Just don't send porn stuff to them. Don't talk about sex to them. There's no reason for you to be doing that in the first place. Again, if they have proof, then yeah, we can ban them. But I'm not trying to say you can't be friends with him. That is not at all what I'm trying to say. Just don't put yourself in that situation, because if we have to get a report, it is likely going to end in you being permanently banned. If you want to talk to a 14-year-old Umit and you're 18, go at your own risk, but that's creepy as shit. Same with you, Jampo. If you really want to talk to kids that much,
I don't think Jampo is saying that.
Even yeah, if you want to make that point, then
yeah, I don't think Jampo is making.
All right, go on.
Jampo is trying to make. My bad.
Oh, you're good.
Let me impede just real quick.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah. Jampo is saying right now that us. Let's see. He just now said that us trying to deal with something that is out of our control or something that we can't see is the reason why we're here right now, because we had a very strict rule of what happens outside of Foundation-7, as long as it does not conflict or cause any, commotion between Foundation-7 and said server that, people are a part of, um, we will do nothing about it. That's the main reason why we're here. And now we have to go back on that word, as we were attempting to be generous to a few people, but now we will have to go back. We will have to go back to any type of allegations will be met with repercussion, and of course this will be after extensive research. All right, David, you can continue.
Lucid, you're up here, but I'm going to serve you until Sibity's done.
Okay, so I just want to say, for anyone who's 17 or younger, if someone here, an adult, 18 or older, if someone is being weird, someone's like sending you bad images, then of course report it to moderation, and if can, also contact the Discord, support or whatever. Get those weird ass hobos out of here. So I just want to say that, just be aware. If anything's happening, DM us.
Yeah, we'll try to fix it as best we can. If the only way we can do that is if you report it, we can't peek into your DMs. However, Discord moderation can, and they will send it to the proper authorities. By all means, you are within your reason to do that. The allegations, for the proof of the allegations, like what the fuck, you have fucking PMs, like whatever, man. All right, Zibity, I'm gonna send you back down to audience so Lucid can talk.
Okay.
All right, Lucid, you may talk now.
So you mentioned earlier that previously you didn't care and it wasn't a rule as long as it didn't affect Foundation-7. If you clearly weren't okay with this sort of thing happening outside, why is that rule only changing now?
So, Foundation-7 works off of the feeling, or rather the philosophy. The way that I found Foundation-7, I wanted it to be, we're not going to restrict just because you could do something, we're going to restrict if you do something. So, the people that ended up actually doing stuff have ended up ruining it for everybody else. So now we actually have to be more into it in terms of like private servers or DMs or people being just creeps to kids in their DMs and their private servers, when previously we neither had the bandwidth nor really the will to care, but now we actually have to, so we're going to have to crack down on that, and it is something that we've had to, unfortunately, now restrict for everyone else. Okay. So that was why previously we had the rule of, as long as it doesn't concern F7, we don't care, but now that it has gone like this, and certain people were involved, we have to care.
Alright, cheers, thanks man.
Yep, see it. Alright, Ume, you may speak.
I'm not arguing the rule because it makes sense. I was arguing the fact the way you phrased it. Because the way you were phrasing it was saying you can't have friends in DMs who are under 18. I'm not arguing the rules, I was arguing the way you just phrased it. Which
the way that
you've changed that a bit now, which makes a bit more sense.
Yep.
But
don't put yourself in that situation, is basically what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I understand that. I was arguing the way you phrased it rather than the rule, because the rule makes sense rather than the way you were phrasing it, which is basically saying, hey, you can't have friends who are under 18.
Alright,
but the way you phrased it is like, yeah, that makes more sense now. It's easier to understand.
Cool. Alright, is that all you got?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, sweet. Alright, Indo, come on up.
Hey, yeah, I'm just trying to get like a bold summary. So basically, Triton had some proof that he believed was proper proof of some NSFW, and you guys were doing an investigation for about a week, and then what was the cause for the ban? Y'all said like he said some harsh words or something?
No, so the cause of the ban, as far as I was aware, he was going in all of our DMs and essentially just being an outright ass. The way that it seemed to us was that there was no pornographic images shared from the people that he was alleging, and it was just a personal vendetta against Alicia, and essentially culminating in what was, at the time, that we thought was a false report. We don't really stand for false reports. We can't stand false reports. So, at the time, that is why we felt the ban was necessary. But upon further review and more evidence coming to light that was shared to us in a meeting with Site 05 people, we have found more proof that there were people involved with explicit stuff sent to minors. So Triton, I'm going to apologize to him, because at the time, with the information that we had, it just seemed like he was being an asshole, just to be an asshole, and sending in essentially a false report.
Well, that makes sense. But just to clarify, were y'all finished with the investigation, or did y'all ban him before?
I was satisfied in my investigation at 2 p.m. this morning, and it's currently 6 p.m. for me right now, so 4 hours ago. And that was when I felt it was all right to conclude the investigation, since I didn't find any pornographic images that were sent in Girl Time, which what was being alleged. But then there were, other things that were sent.
But now things have been brought up.
Yes.
Alright, that's all I wanted to clarify.
Cool. Anyone else have anything they want to say?
I went non-verbal for some time there, fully non-verbal anyhow. Not.
If there's nothing else that needs to be said, I'm going to invite Ducky up here. So the thing with the audit logs, Discord audit logs doesn't show the images. The only way you can get an image is if you have a bot that holds the image, such as CarlBot. That server didn't have it. Just the audit logs, it will just say that an image has been deleted, and that isn't necessarily, something to go off of. Okay, so for the reason I brought Ducky up here, Ducky, you may speak freely if you wish. If you don't, I will speak for you. Entirely up to you.
You could.
Okay. Unfortunately, one of the people involved with this incident was Ducky. One of the people sending illicit images, or sorry, not images, explicit messages was Ducky. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to ban him from both the server and the Discord. I would like for him to just say his final goodbyes if he wants before he goes. It sucks. Dude was in a bad place, but it's inexcusable what he said.
Holy shit.
With the ban hammer down, that is what we have to do.
Well, I love you guys. Don't get me wrong. It was a fuck up. I get that. It was something I'm not proud of. I should have just not said anything. But the fact that I was there and the fact that I participated is wrong. I get that. But I love you all. And I hope you continue to have fun.
I love you too, Ducky. Of course, it sucks. Ducky has been with us for most of F7's existence. Rules, however, are rules. We can't show favoritism. And so, Ducky, I love you, man. I hope that you continue on as you are and get a little bit better. I know your home life's a little bit goofy right now. There is ways to go about it. So, I will fucking as much as I really don't want to. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to ban Ducky. Ducky's one of my better friends. This is unfortunately one of the things that was brought up was a image of him being somewhat sexual. this. I'm not sure if this warrants a ban or warrants a warning or demotion.
We actually,
ban.
do you think we should let the people in the VC choose what happens to Ducky?
I will let them speak.
I'll create a poll right now.
Go on and get up here. I'll let them speak.
Okay,
I'm
so I just
fairly
say, please.
leaning towards ban.
I can just warn Ducky, come on, bro. He shit like that. Everybody loves him, bro. He helps people who needed help. You can't. Come on, you're gonna make everybody fucking sad and depressed. Just demote him and warn him. Don't fucking ban him. The server's gonna fucking kill itself if you do that. It's not gonna go well.
Okay. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna send you to audience. Phoenix, you can speak if you want.
Free mama.
Hi.
Free 'em.
I think actions like that are irexcusable. So I think that Ducky should be banned because anything like that in any form is something that you should never do with minors involved.
I am also of the same opinion. I would like for you to all voice your opinions, obviously. I am fairly firm on a ban. However, I will listen. That is all I can guarantee. Wait, O2, actually, I'm going to send you back down. You already talked. All right, MVD, you may speak. Like, I'm
It pains me to my heart to say this, but you know, rules are rules, and I do love you, Ducky. I love you with a lifestyle, and I do love you, and it does pain me to say this, but I do think it should be a ban. I'm sorry, everyone.
all right, MVD, I'm going to send you audience. Anubis, you may speak.
Alright, so like, for me, the key thing is intent, right? I don't believe Ducky ever had any intent towards that. Yes, it was in bad taste.
I am
he was in
going
a state
to
of mind, and he was doing that shit. But
as much as Daddy's done, like, as much as Ducky's done bad shit, I am gonna miss him.
Me being there for
I may or may not be
a
crying.
friend for him,
Don't
of his
snitch on
for a
me for
while.
this trying. I
It's
swear,
just how
I'll
he
kill you.
is. It's Ducky.
Cause you're gonna be the only one to see this video.
Whether
so.
that's good or bad, you know, it's not for me to say. But intent is important here, and I don't think that he had any of that intent. I think someone said it's a felony. It's not a felony if the intent's not there. Intent is very important in a case like this. And
Okay.
the intent's not there.
All right, I'm going to send you back to audience. I would like to also remind everybody that this isn't necessarily a popularity contest. Just because he is very active in the server, don't let that sway you. Aristotle, I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead.
This decision to make a vote, in my opinion, very irresponsible. I don't think it should have been brought up at all to make this into a vote. Even if I was friends with Dougie, I, as someone who has had this stuff happen to me before, this is fucking inexcusable.
I would like to say I'm not going to really pay much attention to the vote. I'm just letting you guys be heard. That is all I'm doing right now. All right,
it pains me to have that happen, and I feel I'm like appalled at the actions to that. I really was gonna throw the fuck up when I heard originally and got the evidence. As these people
I am
were
gonna say my
friends.
final
I did not know they were doing this.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm gonna send you back down. Who else wanted? Nova, are you able to talk right now?
Yes, I'm able to talk now.
All right, stand by while I mute. Who the fuck just got up here? Too many people changing. Whatever. Go ahead and speak.
Right. So all I'm going to be saying here is that I understand on how banning is the option here, and I just want to say my final goodbyes to Ducky, and how a lot of people will miss him. I just want to say 07, and that's it.
Cool. All right. Phoenix Void, you may speak.
Listen, I know that I'm not really going to have much opinion in whether he'll get demoted or banned or not, so I'm just going to say, Ducky, you're the best host ever met. You've been there. You were my first host, too. Seen me since the beginning, since I came here. I've been here near the beginning of the server, too. Well, close to it, about 2 months after. And very sad to see you go.
All right, I'm going to move you to the audience. Indo, your turn.
Yeah, I just want to say I've been here for a relatively short time, maybe about 2 weeks, but I've played a bunch, and I've had a good connection with the community. And through that connection, I can definitely say that the community loves Ducky, and it is up to what the severity of the messages is, I would say. But I would also like to say my goodbyes, even though I didn't know him too well. I just wanted to say goodbye. No 7.
Cool. All right. All right, I'm going to send you back down. Or actually, you're already back down. All right. Dr. Cole Freeth.
Hello. First off, I gotta say, Ducky, you are an amazing. I love your host. I love what you're doing. But after what I've been hearing today, I don't like it. This is a fountain. Like it could be considered a fountain bubble state by the
Try, and if
state,
you say,
and
if you tell anyone that I cried
I don't
because
feel
of something
safe.
getting fucking
I
murdered, I
personally do
swear.
not feel safe
Not
knowing
even
that
mind,
someone
just get
did
publicly
that.
executed, but still.
So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to say a ban.
All right. Cool. Send him back down. I think Lucid was up next. Lucid, you may speak.
Alright, I don't know Ducky personally at all, so
I've gotta
I'm
move on.
completely unbiased in terms of knowing him. But I mean, look, this is a felony we're talking about, and this is a community of, you said yourself, predominantly kids. I think it would be nothing short of completely, utterly irresponsible to do anything less than a ban for someone doing something like this.
I am in favor of the ban. I fucked up. So, like, I get that people don't want me gone, but it kind of has to be fucking done.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move you back down to the audience. Let the people. Not yet. All right. Fritz.
Hello.
kill me.
I just want to say that Triton messaged me telling me he's not in favor of your ban, and he's also saying he's sorry to you. Also, I mean, what did he do exactly? I'm unsure.
So the reason he got banned was because it felt like it was with the information we had at the time, we felt that it was a vendetta and a false report. So that was the reason he was banned.
Not Triton. I'm talking about Ducky here.
Oh, Ducky.
Yeah.
Oh, Ducky.
I was having a conversation with the people in the server. I went away. I should have walked away, yes, but I still continued. I still fucked up. I want everyone here to know I fucked up and continued the conversation instead of stopping it. That is on me at the end of the day.
That is unfortunate to hear. I will miss you, Ducky.
So, you know.
I really liked your host, man. You were very strict, and it was good. Your host always went well. But unfortunately, if you've done something like that, I have to be in favor of your ban. I have to be unbiased.
Yep.
Oh,
okay.
I'm one of the only other Canadians in the server. Bye, Ducky.
See you down there. All right. I would also like to add, F7 had a little bit of a run-in with this previously with one of the founding members. Her name was Kel. Some of you guys are aware of it. There was a little bit of a shit show with that. Somewhat of the same thing happened. She ended up getting permanently banned. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to honor a demotion, even if the vote says demotion. The crime is too severe. So with that in mind, Silver, you may speak.
Honestly, at this point, I don't really have anything to say. I was going to put a suggestion of just banning him for maybe 4 to 5 months, and then see how his mental state is by then, and just blacklisting him from any high-ranking positions. But at this point, ban is the most reasonable thing to do.
Cool. All right. Speaking of cool, you may speak cool.
I'm in favor of a ban. This behavior is unacceptable.
All right. Is that it?
I just want to say yes.
All right. Sorry. moved you prematurely. My bad. Zibbity.
Alright, it's gonna be a little hard for me to speak now that I've listened to what's happened with Ducky. Ducky, I'll be real with you. You're one of the closest numbers I always talk to. Out of like all the numbers, hell, even from the EOOs. Your hosts were great. I loved your host. I loved your events and everything like that. Those were fun to play. But like everyone said, like what you did, and it's inexcusable. A ban is probably the most fitting punishment for you. Um, from all of this, I really want you to learn. This is like your little life lesson here. Don't do stupid shit like what you just did, right? When you get banned, even right now, I want you to think about what you did, like what everyone's been saying to you. Just try to improve yourself over what's happened. That's all I want to say, and I will miss you. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Okay. And Zibbity, you are now going back to audience. Steve. Last and surely least. I'm joking.
Okay, so I really don't know what to say after I heard what he did, but I'm just gonna say that I hope he has time to rethink his choices, to see what he did wrong, see if he can improve on it, and then maybe go forward from there.
All right. Cool. Retribution.
Okay, hello? Am I coming through?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I do think this... I mentioned earlier, this seems like a very... rough situation to be addressed. I hope everybody that has to confront it, at least, does so with care. It seems like you guys are. Otherwise, this meeting wouldn't have even happened. As far as bans go for the situation, I know I'm not... I had to step away and then come back in, so I'm not fully educated on what happened. But I at least hope, no matter what, things help heal whatever occurred. I'm sorry from my understanding of it. I'm sorry to hear what happened. I hope whatever has been damaged can eventually be repaired. But it still sounds like it's hard to see much. I was gonna say something earlier. Now my brain's not fully processing. You're a cool Ducky, and I hope things get better in the future. I wish the best for you, and I hope that whatever. I don't know what to say anymore.
All right.
If I may say one of the last few things. Unfortunately, well, no, actually, very fortunately, I'm gonna have to stay true to my word that was heard in the video that Triton put out, or just found in any DMs that I've ever said publicly. But we are going to have to ban Ducky, and we are going to we're just gonna have to ban him because it's the same all across the board, whether it's a D class, whether it's a benefactor, whether it's a booster or it's a number. We have to keep it the same level. It's a level playing field whenever it comes to bans, and unfortunately, we are going to have to ban him.
All right. That being said, Lou, do you have anything?
Nothing to inform, but once again, yeah, as the second put on, we do need to keep this as an equal situation. I did notice that some people were like, "Oh, he's number, should still have a second chance. He's high up, but yes, he's important. We all love him, but it can't be biased. We have to keep it as it is. We must go follow the rules as they are." And even though, yes, Ducky, great person, I opened up to him, he's opened up to me. It's really, really, really difficult to make decisions like this. It hurts a lot of people to make big decisions like this. But at the end of the day, everything must be put out and handled accordingly. There are no exceptions.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna send you back down to audience. Now, oh wait, you're already up there. Now, unfortunately, Ducky is not the only person that was involved with this. Another person that we unfortunately have to ban that was in these screenshots and that was pushing it was, again, very unfortunately, E3 the Fossil, Max and Dragon. So we're going to have to lose, unfortunately, 2 EOOs today. So all this really sucks. I know. And I really hate it because I don't want to do this. We've lost a lot of experience. We've lost a lot of really great people for the server. People that have been here for a long, long fucking time. But rules are rules. Laws are laws. And we can't accept, even especially if they are higher ranking, for somebody to not only be okay with this type of behavior, but to actively participate in it. That being said, he will be informed of his ban after this. But Ducky, you may say your final goodbyes, and we will continue on. We will not be bringing anybody else up to the stage. Ducky, do you have anything else? As for any other bans, as far as I'm aware, there are no... I haven't been told, at least, of anyone else that has been participating. So, as of right now, Alicia, Ducky, and E-3, the Fossil, Max, and Dragon will be banned from F7 permanently with no chance for appeal. Ducky says that he loves you all. He wishes the best for all of you and that he's sorry he can't speak right now, unfortunately. So, like I said, I love you, Ducky. I will check in on you every so often just to see how you're doing. Please don't do anything stupid because of this. This isn't the end of the world. You can still bounce back, okay? You're one of our better friends, and this sucks. It really does. But we're gonna have to, unfortunately, get you out of here. So, I love you, man, but, bye.
Wait for it to process.
And there we go. All right. People may come up here and just speak their mind if they wish, but that will be the end of it.
Hello. I just want to say something to you, Gabriel, and the admins, you know, who are in charge of this. I want to say thank you because you guys have been very mature, and you've handled this well. No favoritism to anyone. So thank you, Gabriel, and to those who are involved.
It has to be same across the board. We can't make any exceptions at all.
I respect that.
It sucks and it hurts. Like, you guys all know, Ducky was probably one of my better friends here too. But he, unfortunately, just had to go.
Yeah.
Mac was one of our better EOOs, and he just had to get going.
One last question. Will there be an RP after this?
Man, don't BS in that shit. Fuck off.
God fucking damn it.
Why did I expect that?
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, either of you guys can talk. I don't care.
Right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to mourn the loss of E3, E1, and the third. So the first thing I'm saying is we're gonna mourn the loss of those. And I thought this was gonna be a shit show. Thank you for not making it a shit show for once. Most servers I've been in have made it absolutely fucking horrible to deal with. Thank you for making it okay.
I didn't expect this from Mac, out of all people. I talk with him a lot, and, yeah. And, I feel horrible for talking
me too.
like this. I feel horrible that he got banned, too. It's...
I'd also like to reiterate, try not to harass Ducky. You guys should already know that. He's already been punished. We've already routed it up. So, things are being settled. You don't need to be a vigilante. Okay.
No, well,
No.
Dr. Endo, we can't show any type of proof, but please believe us whenever it comes down to the fact that none of us wanted this to happen, but we have to protect the younger generations and we have to protect the kids that play on the server. Unfortunately, people that don't get those types of cues or overshare too much in a Discord server cannot stay in here.
Yeah, we can't be okay with it. We can't sit idly by. Well, even if, especially if people that are in command of the server are saying the stuff that we saw. I can tell you probably about the somewhat essence of it was they were talking about NSFW stuff that had to do with preferences in a NSFW way. Some people might already have those screenshots, but unfortunately both
crying.
Max and Dragon and Ducky were involved in talking about the stuff directly to Alicia, who is a minor, and also the other members of the server who are minors.
I heard nothing of what Gennaro just said.
I'm assuming we're gonna have also a meeting about the vacancies that we have now.
That will be handled tomorrow.
Alright.
I'm shaking.
Is that all you had to say, Anubis?
The last thing we had for the vote, which we had yesterday, is that still gonna go through, or would that need to be pushed back?
I'm not sure of the vote. Let me look at it real
Which
quick.
vote was it again? Mandatory all directors roleplay. Right.
They push it back a day.
Push it back. Alright.
Alright. Silver.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you because there is my school, like, you're doing something that even my school wouldn't do. It's like, there's a person at my school who's literally a pervert.
I'm not gonna say that sounds fucking horrible. And you're already in a bad light, Ryan. You're already in a bad light. That's just a horrible thing to say.
In an entire country at doing stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean it's rough. It's rough for everyone. But this is what we have to do. But yeah, if anybody else has anything to say, go ahead and move to general, and you guys can talk amongst yourself. I have another meeting I need.
Holy fucking shit.
I just broke down 3 separate times. Holy fucking shitting hell. We can't.
Yeah, I'll talk to Maynard.
We can't do this shit. That's 3 of our main people gone.
No, we lost 4.
Yep.
We lost 4.
We lost 4?
Yo, yeah, because somebody went on strike. For,
We
lost 4?
We lost them.
We lost fucking 4?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Lost 4.
E1, E3,
Okay,
Ducky,
okay,
who else did we
okay.
lose?
Yeah.
Who else did we lose?
Let's not with the soundboards right. Let's not do it.
Who the fuck else did we lose?
Yeah.
So we got,
everyone. I don't recall.
No, okay, everyone, shush. Okay, so we lost Mac, fucking Villain, and we lost Ducky. Who else did we lose? Apparently we lost 4.
So we lost. Okay,
Triton, but we don't know if he's coming back or not.
Oh yeah, we lost Alicia, but Alicia's. Okay, Alicia's.
Yeah,
Alicia's on there, but we already kind of lost
Quiet
Alicia.
down, everyone. Listen. We lost listen, we lost Alicia, we lost Triton, we lost Ducky, and we lost was it Maxon or was it?
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, Maxon. So that's
Right, who
Then
wants to
you
help me
would
plan a
do-
memorial service?
Yeah, you won left.
Also, we lost.
I'm being genuine here. Who
In
wants
that
to help
case,
me
we
plan a
lost
memorial service in
5
this?
So we lost 5 people. We
Wait, who's the fifth?
Trident.
And
Anomaly's
anyone-
trying to get Trident back.
Anyone who
Oh my god, okay.
anyone
What the
who is
what
going
the
to
hell was
partake
happening?
in the memorial service, go to the cafeteria now. I'm going to write.
Wait, we're
fucking-
holding a memorial?
I'm
I
holding a
guess
memorial. I don't give a shit if you guys want to join or not.
Okay,
Let's go.
Fucking hell. You can speak. You can speak for now. I need to actually think of
I
what
need
to
to-
say. I'm gonna break
I
down
need
if
to
I
get some
don't.
more.
Let me make a speech for this. You can speak between yourselves. I'll tell you to shut up when
Speak, man. Just cook.
No, I'll cry. I don't want to cry again. I've already cried once. I've cried 3 times. I'm recording this for YouTube. I'm not in the mood to
No.
cry again.
Guys, listen. Due to
Okay.
time
Okay.
got bad. 124, May 14th May, 2 a.m. and 8 minutes. The second got fucking bad. We can't. edit it.
our time.
Right.
at
I'm
13th.
ready.
Oh.
Right.
So I'm gonna remove people
current.
from research that have not reacted to that
I'm.
message here.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna hold memorial service now.
Yeah.
I've had a small time to think.
Alright.
Right. Today we commemorate the lost souls of Ducky, Mac, Alicia, and Villain in Glasses. The time currently for the British is the 14th of May 2024 at 1:16 a.m. Don't start.
I'm sorry.
And the time currently for EST is 8:16 p.m. on the 13th of May 2024. They were great people. I understand that they have done horrible things wrong, and those horrible things will be paid for now, when they die, depending on how they think, how they believe, and in the future, possibly if this is found out by anyone else. And I want to apologise I want to apologise in place for them, as Alicia, for example, was not allowed to apologise publicly. I know, but I'm still going to apologise in Alicia's place. I'm going to apologise in Mac's place, as Mac was not here for any of this currently, and has been asleep. Does anyone want to step up and say what they think?
Bro, the guy who spoke
I'll
was a
speak a few
fucking
words.
nerd.
I'll speak a few words.
You may speak.
If you all shut up. As I sit here in my bed at 1:20 a.m., it's all off I do, trying not to wake up my parents, after with a box of tissues, figure out the past 1 hour of my life and how it's basically changed all the heart and the soul that I've put in this figure. Because I've put too much effort and hours in. I should really be able to admit. I'm kind of shaking here, as I'm sure most of you are. I'd just like to say I'm sorry for the fault one, although I do understand that they did have to get banned because nobody's above the law. But I just like to say 07.
Would anybody else like to step up to the podium to speak?
You know what? Fuck it.
I can.
Okay, you can go. I'll go last.
These are desperate times right now that we have to deal with. Sitting in my room, Big Mac on the side.
Okay, Alexander, you
Okay,
you may type what you want to say in DMs, and I will speak it for you.
But
Just DM me.
I know he needs to be banned, but couldn't we have a fucking vote for maybe him getting demoted or just a temporary, like maybe a month ban, some shit? For me,
A normal play.
Plague, shut the fuck up. We're holding a memorial.
What? Okay.
You'll get your turn.
This took a fucking heavy blow to me because Ducky was such a helpful guy, bro. When I was sad, when I was a bit confused, I asked him for advice when I needed the most. And I have to get a mental blow right now, and I'm fucking frozen, shaking right now. Maybe I'm gonna fucking cry a little bit, but he was a fucking awesome dude, bro. I can't.
Alright. Ferriter, it's your go to speak.
Now it's my turn. We lost a lot of good people today, mainly 4. Maybe one of them might be brought back, being Triton, but I don't believe that's gonna happen. I'd like to say in the short time that I knew Ducky, they were a great person, they were an honorable person, they helped the best that they could, and they were never disrespectful to anybody.
Fucking roleplay host, really?
Okay, that's a little fucked. That's a little fucked.
Come on.
Let's do a host. We just lost a bunch of people. Let's do a host. Come on. Why not?
I think that. Okay, here. I think hey, order in the car. Here.
Order.
Okay, I think the reason Talon's doing this because everyone's in a bad mood right now, and normally hosts lift people's moods.
Too bad
So
I
I
can't
think that's
take
what.
part.
You know what? You know what? No, fuck me. Just somebody else.
No,
Fuck it.
okay. Alexander, send me what you want to say if you haven't already. OG, if you're going to speak, you may do so now.
OG doesn't know what's happening.
No,
I'll
alright.
speak
Like, I'll
after
just let you
OG.
know, the Ducky was involved with this. There was no personal issues.
Bro, but
There's,
Um,
there's physical. I
okay.
don't know. You were saying something about like he was like leaving for personal reasons, but it's not true.
No,
There's
I thought.
evidence.
Wait, E1 did something?
No. The number 1, Freshy Duck. He.
Oh, I didn't.
was involved.
No,
Alright,
I meant
silence.
E1.
Silence.
You said Ducky. I just told you about Ducky. You said it was involved.
Yeah, I said he was banned, and E1 left for his own reason.
Shush. It's a fucking memorial. Right.
No.
Okay, so this is
Never actually been to
this
one.
is from Dr. Alexander. Alicia was a person I had an okay relationship with, but she did help me in certain times, like the demotion of 24. But what she did is inexcusable. Does anyone have any final words before we end the memorial unit?
Can I say some things?
Of course you can. Go ahead.
Who?
You.
There's a bunch of people, so I want to make sure.
You,
Alright, I just want to say I know I'm relatively new to this server. I haven't been here that long, but I have had some conversations with Triton and couple conversations with Ducky, and I want to say I thought I had great impressions on them. I thought they were both good. And but as far as Alicia, I don't really know her, and then False I didn't really know. But as far as Ducky and Triton, I thought they were both good from what I saw.
Okay, and
but listen,
as no. Okay.
O2, Valence, Electron. I swear, if you start to debate me right now.
Before we
I'm not
start,
debating.
okay, O2, be quiet. You can save this for after. I'm finishing this now, and my final note to this is that Anomaly is trying to convince Triton to come back. He's said to me he has to be offered something that is decently okay, and something good enough for him to rejoin.
Make him an EOO.
No, that won't. That would be.
No, I'm making
that would be
a joke.
funny.
He would be a good one.
He would,
Give him back
but,
his old quad 3.
but
Hi, Chief of
possibly
Security.
there is a chance.
I was always here.
There is a chance for Triton to rejoin, but currently we are unsure if he will be or will not be.
Actually, I got DMs from
You joined at a horrible time, Spear. We were just ending the memorial service.
No. I don't care about the memorial service. I'm talking about Triton.
Okay, fuck you.
Okay, yes, stay quiet.
No, that was not needed.
No.
Right.
No, that's not what I meant. What I meant was I was going to add on the Triton
quiet,
about come back.
quiet.
Triton's DM'd me and he said the only way he would come back is if they offered him a number position.
Oh.
If Ducky's
Okay,
removed
no.
or
That's
if
not
Anomaly is
happening.
removed
He gone.
Hold
He's
on.
dead.
No. I mean, he can come back, but if he's
Wait,
gonna ask for like perms and
It's
stuff.
not
then
over. Listen. Then he said if Anomaly is removed from staff or banned, and he said if Generic publicly apologizes.
Generic has publicly apologized. So I
Yeah,
have.
there you go.
Okay, I'm telling you all this now without telling anyone before I started, with Ferreter's permission, because you only really need one person in the party's permission to record. I've recorded this entire meeting.
Oh, I did too.
Yo, you got me,
Yeah.
you got a
The
video
whole
now?
meeting, every
I'd
meeting,
love
and
to
I'm
watch it.
posting it to YouTube, but just as Triton did, and I'm
Alright,
sending
don't
it to
do it
him.
publicly, though.
I'm not doing it
Do it
publicly. It's
via
going to be
the-
unlisted for now.
Make it like a link. Just make it like a
Yeah,
link.
yeah,
So
for
I'm
now.
not-
If it gets to the
Yeah.
point where I have to make it,
Post that.
to the point where it has to
What
be
you should
public,
do is just
no, I will.
you can upload to YouTube. Just make it like either private or like unlisted.
I'm
or
making it
something like
unlisted.
Unlisted.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
do. I'm not going publicly. Please, no.
Can I say one more
Honestly,
thing?
could care less.
Yeah, same.
Just to end off this crazy night, I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Yes.
07.
07.
Shit, am I getting a hurricane tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, we still
Alright.
memorial for Alicia, or we're done now?
Oh no,
No,
we've already
no,
done that.
not
Fuck Alicia.
No.
We've
Yeah, no, agreed.
Look, okay, so I did
I
my
can't
small
believe-
little memorial for Alicia.
this
I
hurt
did
me a
mine.
lot.
Alexander
Yeah,
did
I'm gonna
his.
be-
I'm not doing anymore.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. This
Okay,
hurt me a lot when I learned that.
She pissed me off, and
I
I'm.
didn't even get to finish my
I'm gonna be
Dude,
real
poor
with you.
Pentagram has been like fucked over
You
this
know,
entire
this
time.
feels like
Yeah,
a
he
good
has been.
moment to.
Okay,
this feels like a
okay,
good moment
right.
to show you a text message of Triton and Alicia being in a beef or some
First, Ferret, you may finish your speech, as I completely forgot that you got cut off mid-speech. I apologize.
Yeah, I got immediately cut off. So, as I've said, I've known Ducky for the short amount of time I have. They were a great person. Sucks that they did what they did. I hope they get help. For Mac and Dragon, I knew him as well. We actually played a few games together, or like a game together, if I recall correctly. Or we just sat and talked in general. He was a great guy. I sure hope he gets help as well.
Wait, hold on. What happened to Mac?
He
was.
He also he got he's Mac is
on
getting
the server?
private. He's getting privately
server?
executed, unlike Ducky.
If you guys want to see something funny, go in chat. By the way, voice chat.
I'll be I would never. I would never think that Mac would.
Can I finish?
Well,
All right.
Mac
now.
did.
Everyone, chat real quick. We're gonna join the server.
Fuck up and let Instagram finish, please.
Alright,
Holy
everyone,
shit.
shut up. One person at a.
Let my bro finish.
Can we let Pentagram finish?
Triton, I knew Triton.
him
I
talk.
backed him up last night when he was arguing about the quad 3 thing because he had like valid arguments that were brought up against Anomaly, and Anomaly just kind of sidestepped it. But that's neither here nor there. I knew Triton. He was a good guy. Sad that he's gone. He might come back.
He won't be gone
Who
for
knows?
long.
He's not gonna be gone for long.
And
but
there's
he's,
always Site 5.
Indeed. And then for E1, I didn't know E1 personally. He's just kind of gone on strike. He's probably gonna come back. But on that note, I wish all of them that they get help, the help that they deserve, and 07.
Okay.
Oh,
If you join the game, we're gonna do.
Wait, I don't have my camera. Wait, shit.
And a memorial.
Look at this goofy ass.
What the heck?
Get your ass out of there, bro.
Damn.
Join the game. We're gonna do a
Yo,
memorial and
Oh my god, he's a ceiling vent, bro. Look at your ass, bro.
What is that room? How short are you?
Are we all just doing face reveals now?
I've already face
If
revealed.
we can do it right now if you want to.
I was
we can do
kind
it.
of scared, but that looks like
my
my
camera's
fucking
connected.
remote.
You wanna do it? You wanna do it again? Y'all wanna do this again, bro?
Like,
Hey,
guys,
yo,
you
Zibby,
listen-
this lights
Sure,
were
we'll
kind
do
of
it
fired
again.
up.
Thank you.
guys, but
Alright, does anybody want notes for the people we've lost?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like to say Alicia was a bad person, but also cool at the same time.
Guys, listen, my camera, look at this.
Dang.
So are we going to also do the memorial now?
Let's in honor of the people we've lost. Let's hop on. Let's do the roleplay. Also, I want to say.
Yes, we're going to fill this server with so many people, it's going to be insane.
Alright, objection. Alright.
Oh,
So,
screw
Real
it.
quickly, before I stop talking, I want to say, personally, it hurt me a lot when I realized Alicia got banned and what she did. She was the one that gave me this position, man. Oh my god, like I was like.
I don't know why none of you guys. I don't know why you guys are surprised. It's gonna happen anyway.